brethren. Wagwan. Yeah, it's King Colin Walker. You know how we do, baby. I'm back with another fantasy video. You know what it is, yo. It's Friday night, and the vibes are right. And y'all probably like, yo, where the video been at? Listen, my guys, it's not every single time the same thing in it. It's not every single time the same thing, but I've just been chilling, not trying to say kicking it back. And if I'm being 10 toes, I wanted to do a different type of video today. And analyze a few things that have been going on inside the league. And yo, LaMelo Ball, this guy is crazy. He's actually crazy, man. Like, whew, my team is looking like murder. And then you gotta like, oh, I got all right here, and he's just sitting out because they're playing against Detroit, so that's not really an out. Luka Doncic, I say, probably miss the next game, then be back by next week. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not really stressed out about Luka. Robert Williams the third. What's wrong with this guy? Left knee tendonitis should be. Yeah, I'm not really worried about this guy. I'm really not. But yo, since I ain't do a video, let me just go look at the standings. Now, I'm trying to say, let you guys know Wagwan. Oh yeah, Chiza. I didn't show you guys what happened last week, innit? But okay, let me show you guys Wagwan. So right now, ESPN updated their fake power rankings. Now, I'm trying to say this is all fake right here, but I'm finding number one, hard earned number one seed. Now, I'm trying to say, and best believe better days are gonna come, my guys. But yo, right now in the West, I'm 4-0. Larry's 3-1. Chris is 2-2. Daniel's 2-2. Then in the East, David's 3-1. Matthew 2-1-1. London Top Boys 2-2. Van City Fats 1-3. Germany Prince is 0-3. You know what I'm trying to say? And like I've been telling you guys, I believe that the West Division, we are going crazy. I feel like that's where I don't want to disrespect the East, right? The East, they're competitive, but I feel like the West is more competitive, and I believe that, yo, because right now the West, we're starting to sell East. So you see all of these records, by the time we all set our ships back in the West, we're all gonna be positive. I bet you guys. Once we finish raiding the East, we're all gonna be having positive records, and then start equalizing our own records again and destroying each other. You know what I'm trying to say? So this is a playoff seeds right now, and honestly, with the current teams, I say I beat Charlie first round. This one's tight right now, man. Cornelius' team is hot. Matthew's team is hot, and I feel like it all depends. I don't know. I can't say on this one. London's Red versus Trading Me. I feel like Chris takes this one. I feel like with what's going on in the league, I feel like Daniel takes David. In that. And I just feel like Daniel's team, this is what I'm saying, bro. Daniel is undefeated inside this thing, because you guys ever watch WWE and you see the Undertaker, you be RKOing him, you hit him with the pedigree, the 369, and then he does that thing when he's laying down and he stands up. That's Daniel fantasy. That's Daniel, bro. Like, you feel like he's traded away his team, then all of a sudden, he's made a trade and he's back in it. And that's literally Daniel, my guys. Like, there's literally no two ways about it, and that's why I love fantasy, man. And that's why it's so fun, because it's just like we just be joking about, and you know what I'm trying to say, enjoying the vibes and everything. But I'm gonna quickly analyze last week's score. You know what I'm trying to say, just skim through it. There ain't really much to see, because like most of the results were Not trying to say they were standard, you know what I mean? And this right here is, those are not, this right here is I should never be beating you in points. You beat me in 3-pointers by 4. You gotta do better than that. And you know what? It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Not trying to say, but Lonzo's gone from my team, as you guys can see. But this right here, bruv, Luka Doncic, right? Um, Jason Kidd, I feel like has really talked to him, and he's really starting to up his defense, and you can see it right here. Really starting to up his defense. This right here from Julius Randle, I don't think it's good. I don't. I feel like he's a 15-15 guy, and once he stops doing that, I feel like Julius Randle, he's not an asset for me. I feel like once he starts giving me 15 and 15, he's not an asset for me. And I'm looking to ship him. Yeah, he gives me 9 3-pointers made, but he's not a defensive guy, right? And this isn't good, right? He's not a defensive guy. So it's like, if you're not a defensive guy and you only drop me 57 points in 3 games, 9 assists and 25 rebounds, like, you're grabbing the same rebounds as a point guard, bruv. Come on. Tyler Rozier, I traded him because he just it wasn't fitting my team. Like I'm saying, like the same thing with Julius Randle, right? If you're a scorer, this has to be at least 75, at least, and this has to be 10. Just for me to keep you. If you're not pushing that weight, then you gotta go. Like this right here is like, this is a bad week for Miles Turner, man. It's a bad week. It's a bad week. But he got me 4 steals and 3 blocks compared to 2 steals and 1 block. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And 56 to 57, 20. But he got me the 15-15. Oh, wait. He's 2 away from the 15-15. So he's almost there, but it's still a poor week, man. 4 matches and you're doing that? Come on, brother. Donovan Mitchell, I don't know when I got him during the week, but all I'm saying is this, my guys. He got me 8 steals. He got me 8 steals. And I never knew Donovan Mitchell had those cookie fingers, but if he's doing, listen, he's not much of an assist guy, right? But if Donovan Mitchell is getting me like 8 and above 3-pointers a game, keep this, let's say 15, and he's getting me around the 10 mark here, and he's getting me anywhere near 5 steals, I'm keeping him. Because I know that in a full week he's going to get me the points. But if he's giving me some of this, and it's respectable, I have to keep him. If not, he's got to go, my guys. I don't waste no time no more, man. And this right here, brother, this is my son. This is my son, bro. DeJounte Murray, he don't miss. Like 15-15, 5 steals. He got me the triple-double and a double-double and a block. Like he almost grabbing the same rebounds as Julius Randle. So why am I keeping Randle? If a point guard is grabbing the same rebounds as you, the same blocks as you, right, and he's getting the same amount of double-doubles, and you're power forward, you're a liability, my guy. And then it's like, you can't, like, brothers, let's wall on. There's a shaky warrior. Wall on. But, bruv, you see this, yeah? LaMelo and Doncic are they're the godfathers of this team. Triple-double. 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 11, 7, 33, 30, 49, 25, 9 and 9. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's why I can trade Julius Randle, because I have point guards doing what he's doing, but doing it better and more efficiently. So why am I keeping Julius Randle? You get what I'm trying to say? But this right here, like, it doesn't get better than this, and it doesn't get better than this. It just doesn't. You're grabbing almost 50 rebounds as a point guard, plus 33 assists as a point guard, plus 11 steals. He almost got me a quadruple double in this. 1 3-pointer away, and he got me a triple double and 2 double doubles as a point guard. Dylan Brooks, rather, he hasn't really been full steam yet, so I can't really judge him, right? But I still gotta wait and see with him. There ain't no rush. I'm having a bye week. I've had 2 bye weeks, so I'm really just testing it out. And Richard Holmes, I just feel like he ain't doing it good enough, man. Like, yeah, he got 35 rebounds, but I just don't think that's good, bro. Like, if I'm being 10 toes, like, you played 3 games and got me one double double and 5 blocks and only 35 rebounds as a center, right? This guy played 3 games, got me 39, 7 blocks, 3 steals, 7 assists, 3 double doubles. Like, you see what I'm trying to say? Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, do your job, brother. Like, I don't understand, man. Like, yeah, like you guys are seeing it. Oh, he only got me four more. No, I'm seeing it as he got me a double double every single game, and he didn't. So that's a massive jump right there. That's massive. That's incomparable. But yo, moving on to Draymond Green, like this guy right here is like, these are my godfathers, Luca and LaMelo. This guy is God. He is he's the Italian guy that's in Godfather 2 that takes over. Now I'm trying to say, Draymond Green, he's basically like, how do I explain it? He's basically like 2 weeks away from getting me consistent double doubles. That's one reason why I'm thinking of trading Julius Randle. Because once Draymond Green starts getting me the double doubles that he's meant to be getting, I have no need for Julius Randle if I'm being 10 toes. Rudy Gobert, he had a quiet week. You know what I'm trying to say? Quiet week, but I'm going to let it slide because this is my guy. And yeah. On to the next matchup. Yo, this one here was like, I don't know. Steph Curry, I just want to highlight Steph Curry snapped. Steph Curry is stupid, bro. Where is this guy? Where's this light skin, man? Yeah, Russell Westbrook, man. Like, this is like, these are stupid numbers, man. This right here is stupid. This right here is absolutely, this is stupidity at its finest, man. Like, this guy got 9 steals, 2 double doubles, 31 assists, 22 rebounds, and 24 3-pointers. Like, you can't beat someone. You can't beat that, man. Like, you really can't. And I just wanted to talk about that. I just really wanted to talk about that because Steph Curry is really, Steph Curry, yeah. Like, Cornelius, I think, has the best point guard combination, and I feel like I'm a close second. I'm second. Because he's got Russell Westbrook, Curry, and Trae Young. And Trae Young is like, look at this, 23 pointers in a week, 16-34. Like, between two of these point guards, they got him 44 3-pointers, right? And then plus Westbrook, 44 plus 8. That's 50. That's 54. But then Julian DeAndre Russell 12, right? That's 66. Like, Cornelius got a deadly point guard combination, and for me personally, like, that's his core right there. And he just insert the pieces after that. Habisha versus Trade Me, and honestly, I was shocked that Larry beat Daniel, right? But I feel like Larry beat Daniel because of Jokic. This is why I feel like Larry won right here, because of Jokic. Other than that, I don't know what that's all I can say how he won, because the 19 plus assist, then how much blocks did he get? Oh, but I just feel like Jokic, and then Ja Morant had one of those weeks, and then Anthony Davis, bro, got 10 blocks in the week, bro. That's why I want this guy, but Larry don't want to give him up, which is smart, and I gotta respect it. But Larry gotta trade Vukovic, brother. Like, there's some people that just don't make sense in your team, and I feel like Larry should try and sell high on Vukovic, man. I feel like he really should. Because Larry, you gotta think of it like this, right? It's like this. Try and sell high on Vukovic. Try and get a better center. You know what I mean? Or try and get a better small forward. Because I don't see any good small forward on your team. Because the thing is like, Vukovic is grabbing you 23 rebounds and 2 double doubles. That's really, really good, right? But there's small forwards out. Look, Ja Morant got hit you more rebounds, right? So I'm just saying, like, try and get a small forward, man, because you got Jokic, this great piece, and you got to insert the right pieces around it. And I feel like for your team to become more complete and whole, you got to really fill up those holes. And if you don't fill up the holes, your team's not going to be as good as it's meant to be. I'm not saying your team's bad. I feel like Larry's on a beautiful track with Jokic, Davis. I think those two right there are his core with John Morant, right? So he just gotta fill in the pieces around those guys. He's gotta know what stats he wants to really focus on, and I feel like blocks are taken care of for him. But then again, yeah, only 25 blocks though, so it's like he really need to decide his future of the team. But Matthew beat the living crap out of David, and we got a problem here, guys. We've got a new problem in fantasy because Matthew beat up David and Lonzo Ball got him a triple. Oh, he missed out on the rebounds and assists, right? But he got Malcolm Brogdon, 15-15 right here. He got him a triple double, 2 double doubles. He got James Harden, a 15-15 guy. You know what I'm trying to say? And Matthew's team is becoming a problem. And I told you, man, from the get-go that this guy's team was nuts. No one wanted to believe me. This guy spanked ESPN's first number one power ranking guy. He spanked him, brother. This guy spanked him, brother. You know, inside the movies when they put newspapers, but you can still feel the stick because you're slapping the newspaper and it's even slapping your stomach. So it's like almost like a ×2 effect. But Matthew's team is disgusting, man. And David's team is like, brother, stop trading Graham and Terry Rozier. Stop it, right? Just stop. Stop trading those guys, bro. David's team, like, let's look at the stats. You are amazing in blocks. This is a high steal number. 29 is high. Let me show you why 29 is high. Because look. Okay, I got 38. But, okay, 50. Yo, 29 is not high. 29 is not high. If you're getting anywhere below 40 steals, there's a problem. Your assist numbers are too low. Your rebound numbers are not competitive. You can't beat Chris or Cornelius with that. You know what I'm trying to say? Your double doubles are way too low and you don't get no triple doubles. So what you need to do is you really got to sit down and analyze and be critical about your team, bro. You have no one that will be like, yo, I feel like getting 20 assists today. You don't have a guy like that, brother. In your 3-pointers, right? You saw Cornelius have 2 guys drop him 20, bro. Your best 3-point shooter is your center, brother. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Your best defensive player is Jimmy Butler that gets you the steals, but at the end of the day, he ain't consistently on the court. So it's like, David ain't taking risk, and that's why he got low rewards, bro. But with this matchup right here, it was set in stone of the victor. You know what I mean? Kristaps Porzingis. I'm just gonna talk about this guy right here because I feel like this guy gonna have a breakout season, and I feel like Dallas is gonna make it out the first round in playoffs because of Kristaps Porzingis. And I feel like what Jason Kidd's doing is that he's telling Doncic to not have the ball as much, which is giving it to the other guys more, and the other guys are now creating for themselves. And Porzingis is very much more involved in the offense, which means he's gonna start grabbing the boards, he's gonna start blocking the shots again. So I feel like Porzingis, this is the beginning to the true unicorn, and big ups to Chris for picking them up for the free. But let me go to the current the current schedule and show you guys what's actually going on this week. Cause I know that, um, what's it? I know that the week has basically started and it's basically done, right? And I'm surprised at some of these things, brother. Like, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised. Yo, come on. But like, Larry's getting his arse destroyed. Like, for me personally, um, the matchup isn't over, but it's pretty much close to being over because the rebounds are still there and assists are still there to fight over. You know what I mean? But Cornelius has Trey Young and Steph. He has Trey Young and he has Westbrook, man. So it's like the matchup is tight. At the same time, it's not tight. But at the same time, like this matchup is going to Sunday. Let's just put it as that. This matchup is going to Sunday because only 3 separating them right here and only 10 right here and only 1 block. So this matchup is going to Sunday. But if Cornelius gets a triple double, this matchup is done and he wins. Now I'm trying to say even the points, it isn't far but it isn't near. So it's like a iffy thing. And then this right here is done. This matchup is finished because with blocks, he ain't gonna catch up with blocks. I'm not trying to sound like this or that, but unless Mo Bamba does something and Andre Drummond does something, they ain't really gonna change that. And if it does change, it's okay. You know what I'm trying to say? And then with the steals, like no, this is no, this is no. And then the 3-pointers is still open. Not trying to say it's still open, but this matchup is pretty much done. Once it's like 8-1 on a Friday night, it's done. This right here is absolutely disrespectful. Disrespectful. Absolutely disrespectful. And David players are playing ball this week, man. They're playing ball this week, and this is David's team. Derek White, I like that pickup because when Derek White is playing right, he's like almost like a 15-15 guy. Jaylen Brown's been out for a while. Jimmy Butler's back. Kyle, now I'm trying to say defensive guy. That's a nice, alright pickup. Aiton's finally back. Isaiah's, he played rubbish. 2 and 4 in 16 minutes. That's shiza. And then Chris LeVert. I don't know about Chris LeVert, but I'll keep my comments to myself. And Kyle Lowry's really solid for David, man. He's gonna help him with the assist. Mikael, he's gonna help him with the assist. And then over here, right here, and I'm just praying that he starts dropping players again, so I can pick up a gem. That's it. And then right here, Team the Silver versus Van City Fox. This matchup is done. In my opinion, it's done. Because 3-pointers, he can still catch up, but it's very unlikely. These field goal percentages, they're weird. They can go up and down either way. The assist, it's still, Matthew can still catch him. The steals is done, in my opinion. The blocks, that's sealed. And the double-double is anyone. So anyone can get this. And then the points for me, it's far, but it's near at the same time, my guys. But London is red, and this matchup was done, right? It was done. But Daniel lives to fight another day because I'm going to get to that bit in a second. But he lives to fight another day. And these numbers are not respectable at all. And I'm not trying to diss Daniel, but this is just not respectable. It's just not respectable. But Daniel went through a rebuilding week, but it's calm. You know what I'm trying to say? It's really, really is calm. But that's how it is, man. That's how the apple. Is that how the apple turns or something? Well, I don't know how to say it, but dang, Gordon Hayward, 25, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. That's crazy, man, guys. Sabonis, man. Sabonis is like, I feel like this year, I feel like he's been up and down a lot. But the thing about Sabonis is that you hold him. because I feel like Indiana's got a new coach and they're still finding their chemistry and all of that. And Sabonis has shown you what he can do. So for me, it's just like the team is still finding their way around with Carlisle. So with Sabonis, when he plays a game like this, you just gotta be understanding. That's it. You just gotta be understanding. But to end the video, I'm gonna go over some trades that have been made. So right here, I'm not gonna do the chart of the stuff because I missed last week. But what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go over these trades, right? So right here, this is my team, Colin's team, and Daniel's team. And I traded Conley and Randall for Booker and Simmons, right? And a lot of you guys are like, yo, what did I do? It's mad, right? But in my head, I feel like this is a good trade for me personally. And here is why, right? So, for me, Randall isn't really much of a defensive guy. What I've done here also is, this is 10 games, right? So this is the last 10 games, right? So for me, when I look at these numbers, I'm just like, alright. Booker has more assists than Randall. He has less assists than Conley in the last 10 games, right? He has more steals than both of them, right? And then he has half the blocks that Randall has, which is not too bad as a shooting guard. He don't have no double doubles, which is, sucks. But I can always pick up a guy that can get me a double double, which ain't too much of a big deal. Right here is the main reason why I did the trade, because when I look at these numbers, 23, 24, right? 68, 89, which is that's like a 15 rebound thing, you know what I'm trying to say? Compared to a shooting guard and a power forward, that's not bad in my opinion. The assist numbers up by 11, you know what I mean? So it's like we make up for the loss of rebounds and you get the gain of the assists. The steals, I get +6 steals, you know what I mean? The blocks, I lose 3 blocks, you know what I mean? Which I'm not too fussed about, right? But here are the points, right? In my opinion, if you're going to be a scorer in this league, right? Like, you got to score. And I'm just like, I learned something really essential against Chris's team. And even though I've had 2 bye weeks, I've had to take action, right? So I did get Simmons because I believe that Simmons will be back by the end of November, because here's what happens in the NBA. When you start hearing trade rumors, it means that people are talking and making phone calls, right? The 76ers are in a dilemma because Joel Embiid is injury prone. They want to win, and they want to win now, which means they need to get Joel Embiid a piece that's going to mesh with him the right way. And the only way they can compete is if they trade Simmons. So they have to trade Simmons in the upcoming future and before the trade deadline. The trade deadline is too far because it's too close to the playoffs, right? And then by that time, Simmons' value could have shot all the way down, because it's like, who wants a player that's going to sit out for that long? So right now, Simmons' value is still high, right? And they can still get valuable pieces for him. And I feel like these guys want to go to the finals, right? They just see Milwaukee do it. They want to do it too. So they have to trade him soon. And that's why I had to trade for Ben Simmons, and I feel like Ben Simmons is going to make up for the rebounds, and he's going to make up for the assists. I do not care about 3-pointers at all. But in my head, I was just like, if I'm going to pick up a scorer, I need this high, and I need this reasonable. You know what I mean? But Conley is a guy that's just like, Conley's a great player, but my problem with Conley is that he gets injured too much. But apart from his injuries, I feel like he's solid, right? Moving on to the next trade, right? It's Durant and Paul George. I'm trying to say, Charlie got Kevin Durant, Daniel got Paul George. And I feel like, personally speaking, when you look at it on a face value, you think that Kevin Durant's the better player. But when you actually analyze the stats, you actually realize that Paul George is a much better player inside fantasy. You know what I'm trying to say? He's a much better player in fantasy. The only thing Kevin Durant beats him in is overall points. But one thing we have learned is that 3-pointers scored is better than the overall points. Again, this is over 10 games. You know what I'm trying to say? So, 35 to 22, Paul George. 76 to 65, Paul George. 54 to 46, Paul George. 11 to 2, Paul. 4 to 3, Paul. Tied, Durant. So in about 9 categories, Kevin Durant beats Paul George in 1. They tie on 2, and Paul George takes the rest of the 6. So in my opinion, Daniel wins the trade unanimously because at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie, and I'm a stats guy. And that right there, it looks heavily inside one guy's favor. You know what I'm trying to say? So on the face value, it looks like, yo, dang, Daniel lost. Why would you trade Paul George for Kevin Durant? But when you actually look at the stats, and this is the last 10 games, plus you factor in that Kevin Durant has been missing games last year, and usually guys that miss a lot of games the previous season, it follows through. Paul George has been healthy ever since he come to the Clippers. Ever since he was in OKC, he hasn't had any major injury problems. So you know he's going to be on the court every single night. You know what I'm trying to say? He only had that freak injury. But in terms of this, man, I feel like Daniel wins by a landslide. Because these rebounds up 11. This is, 8? That's crazy right there. That's almost 10. More blocks. More 3-pointers. You lose a little bit of points, but at the end of the day, Daniel don't really care about points like that. You know what I mean? And Booker and George, Booker's getting at 200 like these guys, not trying to say. So if I analyze Booker of KD, right, he don't get the double-doubles, but he gets the same blocks. He gets more steals. He gets more assists than KD. He gets more rebounds than KD. And he gets more 3-pointers than KD. So based off of stats, Booker's actually better than KD inside our fantasy. Now I'm trying to say KD only beats Booker by 2 categories in the last 10 games in our fantasy. Now I'm trying to say, because at the end of the day, numbers don't lie. 51 to 46, 68 to 65, 23 to 22, 3, that's a tie. 0-2, that's a W, that's a tie. That's a wait, hold on. So this like, so 1 tie, that's 2 tie. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Or am I missing something? I'm confusing myself. But yeah, Booker's rated higher than KD based off of this, right? He wins these 4 right here. KD takes the double-doubles on the points. He wins 2. So 4-2, you know what I'm trying to say. So based off the last 10 games, Booker is better than KD, you know what I mean? And if we compare it with Randall, let's look at Daniel's new team, right? So you have 3-pointers. You have Randall shot better than KD. That's 24. More rebounds, right? He loses an assist by only 6. He's got more steals. He's got more blocks. He's got more double-doubles, less points. So Daniel got Randall too, who's even doing better than KD in the last 10 games. You know what I'm trying to say? So his team's going forward right now, you know what I mean? So it's like, if we look at Conley, that's 24. He beats KD. He loses in the rebounds, but he's a point guard. He wins in the assist. He wins in the steals. He ties in the blocks. Losing double-doubles. Even Conley's being competitive with KD in the last 10 games. So Daniel's team got significantly better. So we can say that the no hypothesis. I'm joking, but yo, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's King Colin Walker. You know how we do, baby. I forgot to say in the beginning, but I was reminded right now by the Holy Spirit. But this video was sponsored by Art de la Mort. Go and read it on Tappers. So you know how we do, baby.